Hello, everybody. How's it going? What's going on, Mary? JT, Who Dat Dog, Prometheus, Whiskers, JT, Agent Iron Spider, and everybody else hanging out in chat. As I've been telling you guys, tonight we're starting something new. We're gonna do our first look at Ethan. That's not a word. That's a name. Aether Iron is the game we're checking out. A display name. We're actually not going to mess around. We're just going to jump right into it. Be curious to has anybody in chat seen this game? This is a game that popped up a couple times when we were doing some like showcases. But this game finally came out. And I'm interested in jumping in. I've seen good things. Let me kill the music here. All right, let's go. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of gameplay on this, and what I've seen, it looks fantastic. So, yeah, we'll see how I actually like playing it. Bum, 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 bum. I don't want to jump too far ahead. But yeah, this game is, like, it's one of those alternate, I believe it's like 1930s. And I believe this is New York? But New York is floating in the clouds? Why? I couldn't tell you. We're about ready to find out. I've got story, balanced, and challenge. Probably just balanced. Oh, you can do permadeath. Oh, that's interesting. How about... That sounds like a bad idea for me. No, we're not doing that.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The Helicline Institute of Aeonics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city. Not when the shadow of the uppers keeps the rest of us fumbling in the dark. They get the sunlight and the cotton clouds, while the lowers is lost in the dark at midday. But with a job like today's, I can catch my breath. No guns, no complications, not like last time. I'd sooner throw myself into the well and let the gravity storms pull me apart than go through that again. And if this goes well, I'll never have to. I can still hear my Zeo's last breaths echoing in the gunshots that rip the ground from beneath my feet.
Now leaving the station. Please
I could leave this smuggler business behind. I wouldn't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. I'd find a place up here where the air is clean, where the sun wakes you up in the morning, and the stars say goodnight. It'd be just me and the open sky, finally free.
Also, chat, let me know on audio balance. We might have to make some audio adjustments.
I slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed. The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
So you can probably tell already the theme of this is kind of like a steampunk noir. I do know that there are dialogue options. I know there's dice rolling that happens. There's also some combat, but we'll get into that later.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I can go... Okay.
The regulars flock here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded. And this is the best seat in the house. As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green.
Okay, so this is also like a little bit of a point-and-click adventure game. So I have to, like, take a look at what we're seeing, so I'm gonna grab this bottle, all right?
The bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink. The booze hound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit. The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with the patron's belongings. I approach the counter. Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
Talent checks. Certain dialogue options contain talent checks. These checks add an element of chance to your decisions, influenced by your crew's talent and attributes. Each check has a difficulty rating and a minimum number that you need to roll. Okay. When you perform a talent check, you roll 2 6-sided die. Your crew's talent and attribute bonuses are added to the dice roll. All of your bonuses are shown in the tooltip when highlighting the dialogue options.
What can I do for you, Miss Randazzo?
So, I mean, obviously this is not a character that I got to create, so I wonder how deep we're gonna go into... So is this like an investigation check? Or what kind of check is this? It says gumshoe. But I don't know what that means yet. I gotta not... Chat, you guys know me. I need to not jump ahead of the tutorials. We'll gumshoe it. We're also gaining XP. Okay.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne. Wilson never misses a shift.
Never's a big word, Miss Randazzo. Especially in this line of work.
It's been a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Randazzo. Mr. Blanc's morning is full, and in the evening, we host Holiday.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor. I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon? I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in, so I smile. I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
They'll be with you shortly, Miss Rendazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and blazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth.
Oh, okay. Let me look at a couple things here real quick. We got inventory, we got codex. There is a pause. Dialogue history, tutorials. Let me go to audio here for a second. Let's see here. Auto close barks. In dialogue, allow text to be written out instantly rather than seeing it typed out. Okay.
The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
Drink.
All right, we're gonna roll a strip. I feel like I want to see my stats, so I kind of know what I'm. Hold on a second. I'm gonna jump. Okay, all right. Manage your crew. This is where you manage your crew. You can change which hero joins us on a mission, and see all of your crew skills and attributes. Okay. You can change which vehicle or vehicles your crew members are driving. Select swap and then choose from any of your unlocked vehicles. Change your vehicles to gain new abilities in combat, get more storage or access to new parts of the city. Daredevil, Enforcer, and Grease Monkey. Dodger, Smooth Talker, Phantom, Brainiac. Okay. Vehicle type, AP, Heat. Huh. Okay. Then we have like combat abilities. Crew dice. Okay. Crew members share group inventory of important items. This is your key item. To adjust your inventory, you can drag items around. Okay. Items have useful information that can be viewed by moving your cursor over them. Okay. Vehicles have an inventory. Items can be moved around in each inventory, or you can like click and drag to move from one vehicle to another. Inventories can be sorted quickly, rearranged. Okay. That's like a purple quality item. All right, we'll do our strategist check.
Excuse me, Mr. Blanc, but I'm here for business, not pleasure. The ember leans closer. I sweat under its pointed gaze.
Very well. A shame, Randazzo.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the Lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
Okay.
She seem like the type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
All right, a smooth talker check.
You're the one who knows things, and that's all you know?
The girl's hiding. I found her buying passage from an unsavory sort, and I offered her an alternative. She's desperate, and she had money.
That was nothing, but more than I could have hoped from a man who charges a premium on information. Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get. For now.
And if she brings in heat from the heights?
I trust you will adapt.
So interesting that we have this one unlocked. So I wonder if that's because we got an earlier check successful.
Where's Wilson? Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson, him and those he associated with, or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet. I'll get it done in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid. Half your usual.
Okay. Yeah, I wish I knew more about these skills here. So we can take the deal as is. We can demand a higher pay, which is considered a daredevil. I wonder if this, if I'm using D&D terms, I feel like this is like an intimidation check, or ask politely is more like a kind of like a diplomatic check. So I wonder how crazy this game is gonna be. Like, if I keep going like Daredevil, 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 does things turn out a certain way, I wonder? I'm going to assume so, right? So, I'm not gonna play as like a mean person. We'll play as like the nice, smooth talker, you know, under the radar, sort of like, you know, person. So we'll try this. We need a 6+. Damn.
I thought we knew each other better. After how many jobs? And you're going to insult me like this?
This is consequence, not insult.
Then why does it feel like you're spitting in my face? The words roll off my tongue, bitter and metallic, clanging to the floor. I know by the shape of the darkness I misspoke.
No one will come near you. I shouldn't come near you. Yet, I give you a second chance. A way to prove yourself.
Do
not speak.
A harsh whistle of wind screeches through the floor, punctuating the man's heavy words. Tension ripples down my spine, and I become mute.
You will take this job. I will pay even less, and you will take this job. You have no choice. So say yes and leave.
He has me pegged. I'm broke without a single lead. Without this job, I don't even think I could last the week before I'd need to call in a favor best left undisturbed.
Technically, you got $60. I'm just saying.
Yes.
She's down below after stepping out for air.
Now I have $70.
You'll find her there, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
Okay, the mission log. The mission log displays your available missions, including details on the current objectives. From here, you can also review a history of previously completed missions, access at any time from the top right of the screen. The conversations, locations, and other points of interest required to progress are the tracked mission are highlighted across the game world. Tracked or not, all available missions can be progressed using track mission. Okay, got it. Okay, I know what a codex is. Thank you. Oh, so these... Okay, so my crew... I have like 9 people that I can like recruit. I don't know what a baron is just yet. Is a baron like a boss, maybe? Locations, people, miscellaneous. Okay. New currency key items. Oh, wait, I can upgrade something. Did I level up? Oh god, there's like a skill tree. Oh! Anyway, complete missions and encounters to earn XP and level up. When you level up, each of your heroes gains talent points. Got it. Increasing talent can unlock new skills. Okay. Oh, that's a zoom. Okay. So, So like I said, we kind of have to decide how we're going to play this. I'm thinking we go hustle. Yeah, I'm thinking we put a point into Smooth Talker. Oh, here's strategist. I do like strategist as well. Okay. So wait, do I... Well, actually, no, it says talent points 0. Oh, maybe I don't... Okay, I guess I don't have it. I can't level up right now. So, okay, so our class is a smuggler. We're a level 1 smuggler. So I'm guessing maybe when you start picking things, your class will change? Maybe? Okay. Alright, so do we have to go to, like, the map, then? Let's see here. Oh, back to the taxi platform. Alt for show highlights? Oh. Oh, I never did go upstairs. Can I still do that?
My eyes dart to the back door. If things go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit.
Oh, okay.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise, too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her. Obvious was right. That's the one.
Is the audio balance good, chat? There's one thing in the audio that I wish I could get rid of, but I'm thinking there's no way to do it. I'm just double checking though. That little click noise. I wish you could get rid of that click noise. I kind of want to test this for a second, just to see what that looks like.
One of the buzzards has her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite, but she doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
Wow, my smooth talker is a 58%, where the enforcer is higher here. We do have that liquor as well. As much as I would like to do this, 58% is kind of low. It's like, how hard do I want to commit to my bit? Or we could... We picked up that one bottle. Do we use it now, or do we go for the enforcer? I guess we go enforcer.
Hey, beat it. This fare's mine. The cabbie gawps at me, stunned I dare intrude on his meal ticket. He sneers and turns back to the girl possessively.
You pay her no mind, doll. Listen, do you like music?
Oh, is this one bugged? We don't have a rating for this. I step forward and dig the snout of my pistol into his the folds of his exposed neck.
Now that's music.
Oh boy,
You're with me, Principessa. The girl locks eyes with me and instantly puts the pieces together. She's a fast one.
thanks ever so much, but my friend's here? Have a nice day.
She trots over to me. The buzzards grumble and fly off, on the prowl for their next piece of roadside meat, leaving one stubborn hanger-on to squawk.
You better watch your back, girlie. We'll see you later.
That sure was scary. I didn't realize... thank you, Miss Smuggler?
Sure, let's go with that.
I give her a once-over, like a filament warming up inside a bulb. Her shaken nerves are slowly replaced with a beaming smile. My silence doesn't seem to deter her optimism.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
I was gonna say she looks like a scientist or something.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right, my degree is in yeah, I did my dissertation. Okay.
Can't say I have.
Yeah, I wonder if it's bugged that it's not all I thought this was all VO'd.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
I think it's a... I could be completely wrong. I think it's a bug. I'm trying to remember what other game I played where it was just like missing dialogue.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
41%. Oh boy. I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie to her.
Depends who's asking.
Well, I am silly. How does one become a smuggler anyways?
Usually not by choice.
Wowzers.
Uh-huh. My car's this way. Come on. I get an itchy feeling, like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter, like walking into a room without turning on the lights. Zio always liked cabbies, said they were useful. This is where he and I disagreed. Bet these platforms don't see many folks from the lowers. It's really something. Someday, I'll wake up to this every morning. We step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in.
Chad, is the music too loud? I feel like the music might be a little too loud.
So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really. I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Don't press that.
Yeah, don't press that.
That fires the missiles.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
Well...
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've got to learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport. So, first time in the lowers, huh? Doing some sightseeing?
I'd rather not talk about it.
The kid glances away and grips the case tighter. This line of questioning isn't going anywhere. So, you and Mr. Blanc are old friends? The girl gives me a confused look, like I was using a jar of rotten eggs as face cream.
No, he helped me out of a difficult situation. He's a very kind man, you know. Quite like him, though I think he smokes too much.
Yep.
Kind? I've never heard it put that way.
He talked about you before you showed up. I think he likes you. Said you had grit, that I could trust you. Not much else, though. After that, he just smoked and smoked. Dirty habit, don't you think?
I can't tell if she's being serious. Miss Sunshine doesn't seem like the type to lie, but getting Mr. Blanc to share personal details wasn't a scenario I could see playing out.
So give the girl a quick once-over. I feel like this is something I should have already done. I'm gonna go Brainiac. We need a +6.
Look, Dr. Nellie the Whiz Kid. You're cute, but you're not half as clever as you think you are. I got you figured out. She grins. If this is all just a game to her, at least she's enjoying it.
All right then, Miss Gia, the dangerous smuggler. What is it you figured out exactly?
Those scars on your fingertips. They're faint, but whatever caused them wasn't ordinary Aether. And it sure wasn't theoretical.
Theoretical scientists can work with their hands. That doesn't prove anything. And these?
I'm going to have to science the heck out of this.
She holds up a hand defiantly, partially hiding the other. Burn scars, barely noticeable in the light, are scattered across her fingers like some exotic leopard pelt.
Perfectly ordinary Aether burns from perfectly normal blue Aether.
So you're smoking the Aether, huh? All right. You're hardcore.
It's how she says the word blue that bothers me. Something I can't place. This girl has secrets. And if she's been working on some fancy Aether tech in the Heights, those secrets are the kind that can kill. While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone.
Uh-oh.
I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy.
Fire the missiles? Question mark.
I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Moving around the island. Okay. On a location, to view the info and set your destination, click on it again or press space to travel there. You can also click to travel to a destination instantly. You may encounter unexpected events along your route. After an event, you will return to the map. You can continue your journey by pressing space or by clicking the mouse on your destination again. Okay. So, let's see here. Select a location on the map to view the details. Okay. So can I take these other routes, or is that just like direct route? Okay, so travel here. Space. Surprise encounter.
I catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
No! How did he find me?
You guys ever seen The Fifth Element? We're gonna be Bruce Willis's character. Listen, I'm just trying to drive this taxi. I don't want to be in the war no more.
Who?
Time you came home, darling.
Hi.
Nellie? Who is that?
Looks like you found a little tour guide, Eleanor. Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over, and you can drive away clean.
How about $200 and I agree with this?
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
All right. Enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon, and then the enemy vehicle to shoot. Each weapon can only be used once per turn. So this is turn-based combat. Okay. Hover over the location to preview to show your path. Okay. And then click on a location to move there. Wonder if this is kind of like XCOM combat. It's kind of what it looks like. You can combine attacks and movement by selecting the ability and then choosing a location to use. Okay. So again, I have got... Is this my health? The 27 is like my car health or whatever. Then we have like battery power maybe? Ram, shoot Gatling gun, and shoot shotgun. Okay, I'm the car out front right now. Okay, so the Ram is that. The Gatling gun is back. And then the shotgun is to the side. Okay, well, fire the lasers. Okay, so you set it up and you end your turn and then it happens. Okay. Maybe?
It doesn't have to go like this.
That guy's car is crazy. Ow! Also, did I... Okay, well, he's taking damage. Let's do a ram. Ram here. Okay, I think I made the mistake. Let me reposition behind these guys. Oh, wait, can I? Oh, I can keep going.
Hey, I'm still paying off this heap.
Okay, I did it wrong the first time. Okay. I have to click on them, and I didn't do that. Heat. Some actions attract heat. High heat improves your brass talent checks, but worse than the hustle. So I don't want that. I want low heat. Low heat does the opposite. High heat also leads to more enemies in combat. Okay. So I guess for now I need to chill. I mean, I wonder what his movement is. Like, do I want to like back way off? Ow.
Give it up.
This guy's got everything. It's like he's driving the Batmobile. I'm at 16 of 27 HP right now. I wonder if, okay, it will do that. That guy has a lot of health on him. Can I, like, drive forward instead? No? Okay. Well, he's down to 14, I'm down to 15. This guy's a jerk. All right, then. Well, let's get up on him. Which of these actually does the most damage? That's a 6, that's a 2, that's a 6. But the ramming costs less, like, power or AP or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna have to move way up here. Maybe me backing up is something I don't want to be doing. Yeah, I guess maybe not. Okay, yeah, that's actually a bad decision. I thought getting away from him, well, actually, it's probably not a bad idea. Because if I'm understanding this correctly, he's having to use movement, aka AP, to get back to me. But I have to use it to get back to him, I think. So, like, right now, I'm, like, out. Yeah, I'm like, out of juice.
Just a flesh wound.
I'm down to 1 HP now. I'm gonna die. Well, he's only got 10 left. This is because I made those early mistakes because I didn't know what I was doing.
Curse you!
All right, he's got 4 left. Crap. Damn, I'm actually gonna be out of points.
Not my finest work.
So he's gonna...
Another notch on the dash.
Yeah, okay. I did that wrong. That's my fault. I didn't know what I was doing.
Time you came home, darling.
Nellie, who is that?
Looks like got no...
We can't. Don't worry.
Okay. Now that I know I can't back off.
Great balls of fire!
How
My
are you?
transmission!
All right, one down. Actually, I wonder if riding the side here is a good idea, because we've seen the enemy have to like shoot me on the left and then shoot me on the right. But if I'm hugging the wall, that should, in theory, eliminate one of the positions, right? Also, what does H do? Oh, it's a horn. Okay.
It doesn't have to go like this. Give it up.
All right. Actually, am I not supposed to be attacking these guys? Maybe I'm taking out innocent people. I thought they were enemy cars. Maybe I screwed up again. Whoops. Sorry, I thought those were enemies. Maybe they're not. Use them as cover? Ah, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna move back over to this side. So now, since he's up there, I can't use my Gatling gun, right? So he is... Oh, wait. I think there's a hazard coming up. Like a bridge or something. You can see the outside lines are now red. Wait, can I shove him? Okay, I'm gonna come next to this guy then. I'm gonna try and use him as cover. Actually, this would be the better spot. He can't get to my side either way here.
Curse you.
Okay, so he rammed me to reposition me. Okay. Well, now I can do this.
Another knock on the dash.
Goodbye.
We did it, Gia! He's gone!
That was too easy. We need to get off this island, now.
Okay. It's kind of an interesting combat system. Oh, we got scrap metal. Currency. Okay.
Stop. All vehicles leaving Astoria Bay require an exit permit.
But I have one.
I got my papers. Verified this morning by...
All exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to acquire a new permit inside the terminal.
That's some BS.
Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach.
Whoa.
I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now move.
But I am from here. What are you talking about? He waves me on, and I drive towards an open spot near the entrance of the terminal.
People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close.
You can actually, like, turn the camera a little bit.
There's not a dark cloud in the sky or a black hat in the crowd, but my shoulders remain tense. We're killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia? Are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Jeepers! Oh, that poor man. We should
do nothing. Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the Chimera in no time.
We gotta, clean up the bullet holes first. We've taken some damage.
Right. What's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because, oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off, leaving me to idle in line. I feel like this could be like a major decision here. What if somebody tries to steal her? Okay.
She's like a bird from a cage. Bright eyes sparkle as she flits at every vendor between her and the cotton cloud stand.
Oh, wait, is it just cotton candy?
My neck itches at every careless shoulder bump and lingering eye. Nobody unusual, but the itch doesn't quit. The speakers call out names with far more cheer than they deserved. Dreamland, Nation's Crusade, and so on. None were ours. The vendor sculpts pink and blue clouds for passengers in search of a sweet souvenir. Nellie looks ready to buy out the whole stand. The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
I could force her to tell me. I'm not doing that.
Look, kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport, and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
It's the well.
The well?
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
It's expanding, getting bigger, stronger. It's gonna get bad, like really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
No, I swear,
Yeah, again, I think some of the dialogue is just bugged. Like, why would that line not have VO but everything else? Like, the VO that's missing is so random. I think it's just bugged.
Tia, the car!
Well,
minutes. I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Tia, my research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back.
mission complete. Level 2. Oh, level 3.
The Hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
By the way, gotta say, all the voice acting has been fantastic so far.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Leveling up. Okay, we kind of went over this a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to put points into Smooth Talker. So let's... Oh, well, I have 2 points. We'll do 1 there, and then can I get to here? Light weapons apply Aether Drain, -3 AP to targets. Is there like a confirm button or anything? What's weird is I'm clicking these. Oh, wait, is this undoing points? Wait, what's... What? Oh, do I have to hover and then hit enter? Is that what we're doing? So, okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Unlock Aether Drain. Okay, there we go. New combat action, Aether Void. Deal damage to a vehicle equal to 40% of your missing AP. Light weapon, apply Aether Drain, -5. Okay. Has a +1 bonus to your Dodger talent check dice roll. Is this more... Oh, this is HP. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to build this character out. At the end of the turn, adjacent enemy vehicles receive the engine failure status effect. A vehicle affected by engine failure is forced to move backwards at the start of its turn. Huh. Because I'm thinking I don't want to put anything into brass. I want to do like hustle and smarts. So what does Phantom do? For each round that you avoid taking damage, which is like never gonna happen, gain +1 damage to all light weapons. Okay.
While the Joneses have their gilded wallpaper, all I have is a head full of some days. Unfortunately, dreams don't provide much of a view when your eyes are open. Zio always told me to have a way out. This old greenhouse has plenty of windows that offer that very service. Would hate to break one on a quick getaway, though. Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day. I still have that new edition of BAM to read. Later. New York City's bigger than the world that holds it. A single filing cabinet couldn't contain it all, but I always found a way to keep it stocked with everything I need. I can last one more day.
Yeah, no more SIGs.
What would you do, Zio? Say job's over, cut the kid loose and run? Would definitely save me from a headache.
Oh, we have a... Okay, light weapon. Okay, so we have a stash. Okay.
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment, too colorful. Everything feels smaller, the space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me,
He's dead?
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him, the black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Your colleagues. Tell me about them.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to...
She holds back the grief by roaming the room with her eyes, latching onto every detail and yet ignoring every bit of it. Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
It was just a pause, a moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, a city kept alive with technology. So foreign 80 years ago, that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money,
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity, and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he?
Well, I got like $70 we can share.
He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
You've got me protecting you, Nellie. He isn't going to lay a hand on you. I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Did you, though?
Not everything. I don't get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it. I didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find. It left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the Heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why. He called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research, or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
I mean, maybe?
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been... married? I don't have the time. Or the interest.
Well, we have the unlock for Ask About the Gardener.
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh, Professor Gardner. Alistair Gardner. was one of the first people recruited to the Helicline Institute. He was one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior, and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the Heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
So he's found you twice. Once in the Heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto. Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
No, I didn't mean any of that. I think we're just screwed.
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait! I'm going with you.
This is interesting. Again, I wonder if this is like a major decision?
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company. I'm also smart and amazing at aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But if not, well, let's be honest with each other.
Aethonics? That's the word of the day.
I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
Have you ever fired a gun before? Here, have one.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble, too.
Okay.
If there's anything that can soften bad news and a steep ask from Cress, it's a fresh record with a smooth baritone. I second-guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied.
Huh.
I don't live like royalty, but I got a few shabby creature comforts around. Maybe it's enough to keep the girl's hands busy.
So wait, what do I click on to? Let's see. Yeah, I really like the vibe of this game. Chat, what do you guys think so far? Been playing about an hour and 20 minutes. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I do wonder, like, what's the replayability on something like this? Oh, I should probably do a save game. I guess it's been auto-saving, but... Do that. Okay, how do I get out of this room? I gotta go back to the map, right? But what was the... Before, I feel like there was a thing down in the corner, but this time it's not popping up. Am I missing something? Wonder how, yeah, we gotta like reduce our heat level.
I second guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet. I don't live like
what am I missing here? We gotta get like back to the map, not unless I'm bugged. Well, for science. Well, the current quest says get some answers from her, regroup at the apartment. That's not what the dialogue said, though. The dialogue was, stay here, I need to leave. Oh, wait, can I turn the camera some? No, not this time.
You smoke?
Oh, okay, wait, okay. I had to find something for her to do. That's what it was.
Certainly not.
That's what it was. Here.
Try one of these. Cloud Captain never fails to cheer me up.
Oh, thanks, Gia.
She starts to flip through the pages as I leave, her eyes landing longer on the page with Cloud Captain's devilish smile.
Okay, that's what it was.
Miss.
You know what? Let's not do that.
I know.
Let's follow the story.
She works tirelessly on that arm of hers, obsessing over it, making sure that it's not useless. Sometimes I wonder if she's talking about herself more than her arm. Press? The hole doesn't ask much of its residents. Stay quiet, don't draw attention, find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up in Aether in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide.
That's, you know, next time I play World of Warcraft and I'm gonna go to the Undercity, I'm gonna play an Aether. So you raise the spirits of the dead, right, chat? No? Yes?
From behind a junker made more of rust than steel, two faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
It's somewhere in the city. I'm hiding it from you.
The low, angry rumble of the island's Aether generators shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
All right, I feel like this is me doing a joke, basically, whether I succeed or not. We gotta get a 7.
Yeah, about that. Is that a combustion engine you're working on? It's practically an antique.
Mr. Thompson's been holding on to this thing since he first moved here. Left her to me when he passed. She's not much now, but a few more tons of elbow grease, and she'll sing.
She stretches her prosthetic arm and tilts her head, analyzing the jagged edges of this car-shaped hunk of rust like puzzle pieces she can rearrange and solve. She's distracted, mind somewhere free and happy, when I bring her back down. Cress, I got some bad news. The car's gone. I let my guard down.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
I found some tunes from the olden days.
You think you can bribe me with a Coleman Hawkins? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
You found a Sinatra?
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted, if you get our baby back. Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all. It's only been a year since your uncle died. How you holding up?
Here real quick, Darth Alru brought up the term visual novel. Is this game actually classified as a visual novel? It's not. I could see that though. I would not see this. I would not classify this as a visual novel. It's actually got the RPG, tactical RPG, rich story, and choice matter, and noir tags. But yeah, it's got elements. To me, there is a game, very, very big, very popular, very well-known game that I think this game follows that one a little bit closer. But again, it's got elements from kind of like other things. You know, like again, the fact that we have like looting and we have like skill trees and, you know, this kind of stuff. Like most games like this don't have this, right?
It's this client. There's something off about her.
Off? How?
Can't place it yet. Too many questions. Doesn't help that she's from the Heights.
Well, there's your problem. Anyone who lives that high up has a screw loose. Not enough oxygen. Shouldn't trust any of those airheads.
I might have to if I want to get my car back.
Be careful out there, Gia.
Work's dried up. Even the easy jobs that no one wants. What I can get is barely enough to get by.
Have you considered calling in that favor Needles owes you? He's working in White Street now. Pretty sure he could get you a job if you need it. Yeah, he's been busy lately.
Needles? I'm not talking to that prick, not in 100 years. Not sure who would shoot first if we saw each other again. No, Cress, not him. Wait, are you keeping tabs on him?
You're not the only smuggler that's good at what they do. He's also one of the few who still runs in White Street. Aetherneers over there don't have many options, especially with that tyrant and his constant wars.
War in White Street wasn't new, and it wasn't worth the small talk, or the bad memories that come with it. Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors, then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes. She pulls out a pencil, scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. You'll find some Aetherneers who can help. Maybe. As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start. Bring it around, and maybe I can get it working. Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
Oh, thank you much.
Thanks, Cress.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
I would never. Oh, that's her inventory. Okay. Oh, this, I can also access my stash from here? Oh, I guess I can come here to, like, upgrade the vehicle and stuff. I think that's what we're doing here. Okay. We can, like, paint it and stuff like that. My car needs to be red. Oh, that's actually an achievement. Or should I do this? Hold on, let's go like... There we go. Let's do it like that. There we go. Customize parts. You can change the parts equipped in your vehicle in the garage. Select any vehicle to view its parts. Select any part slot to view the list. Okay. Okay. I didn't think this game was gonna get that crazy with the car mechanics. Huh. Armor set, storage, guns. Okay. All right, so we got to find our way to White Street. Let's go.
I find the kid where I left her, several pages deep into the adventures of Cloud Captain.
Gia, how did the meeting go? Smoothly, I hope. Did you have to do a wheel and deal?
We don't say those words here.
Worked something out. Anyway, reading break's over. Let's head out.
Already?
We need to move fast if we even want a chance of finding my car and your briefcase in one piece. Best bet? We start with White Street.
Why there? Is it a smuggler thing?
That's right, we don't talk about it.
It's a hunch. White Street's whole business is sanitation and recycling. You need something disposed of on the down low? That's where you go.
Private ferry, travel to the city. Okay. Now arriving at First Point Ferry.
I don't believe in vengeful spirits. If they existed, White Street would have been torn from the sky in retribution for its decades of war. Instead, it stays floating to spite the dead, a withered shell of its former glory. Nellie, I want you to watch me and stay close.
Here's your shotgun.
Why? Is something wrong?
Where would I find the time, kid? Or the heart to fill your head with graves of ash, islands on fire in the night, the thunder of war in the skies? That was years ago. But not yet.
All right. Why is this sector, like, burning? What's happening over there? Really nice, like, artwork that they've done here for this. The ironworks, maybe. Okay, so let's go. No, my car's...
The roads are closed until the demonstration is over. Exit your vehicle and line up for the parade.
But I don't want to be in a parade.
Oh, Gia! A parade! Let's go.
No.
If you do not comply, you will be arrested.
Fine, I needed to stretch my legs anyhow.
Hey, I said stay close.
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Father took me to several, but those weren't as, serious.
You want to get some candy off the street?
Where are the floats? The clowns, they're just soldiers. Are all parades in the lowers like this?
Just like this? No. Each Baron has their own flavor of showboating to distract from how bleak life is down here. White Street's just eager to march and flash their guns around.
Something big must be going on. Do you know what's happening?
I'm not sure what this is. White Street has been bleeding territory, money, and men for over a decade in its wars with the surrounding barons. This should be a funeral march, not a celebration.
We'll do a perception check, aka gumshoe. Wow, we barely got that. Can I look and see what my dice roll was? I mean, I know it was bad, but damn.
Through a hail of ticker tape, I swerve past a waving arm to get a better look at the line of soldiers. Spotless uniforms, polished guns, a show of strength that White Street hasn't been able to afford in years. When did they fill their war chest? Hey, pal, what's the occasion?
The General's unveiling his new machine. Soldiers say it's going to save the lowers.
Machine, huh?
Save the lowers? Going to take more than some new weapon to do that.
Some kind of mech?
Shh! You want to get us thrown in the tomb? Smile and wave.
Watch the parade.
The cries of support echo emptily. The banners flow without enthusiasm. Like stone pushed through a sieve, the crowd forces out cheers for a devil clad in white.
Is that the Baron of White Street? He must be really popular.
That's Eli Tillingast. Calls himself the General. They cheer because if they don't...
Burn the tyrants!
We'll Some big guns. Oh god, this is gonna... Alright, well, there goes the neighborhood. Jesus. Yep.
One hot blast of light was all it took to disappear a crowd, stunning onlookers like a twisted magic trick. Instead of applause, cries of panic and a stampede of feet clap the pavement, while a putrid smell fills the air. My gut twists as it fights every reckless impulse to run.
I'm gonna try and roll a 7 here. That's a negative.
Foolhardy onlookers run from the scene before being gunned down by rifles hidden in dark corners along the promenade, revealed only by the occasional flash.
Time to get out of here.
Nellie, move! We follow the path cut by our fellow runners, squeezing past arms and legs and shouts, barring our way until we taste fresh air. I hadn't realized it would be our last until I heard the shot.
Wait, we're dead? Okay.
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Where are the floats?
Just like this?
Something big.
I'm not sure what this is. White Street has been bleeding territory, money, and men for over a decade in its wars with the surrounding barons. This should be a funeral march, not a celebration.
Okay, let's do our perception check again. Okay.
Through a hail of ticker tape, I swerve past a waving arm to get a better look at the line of soldiers. Hey, pal, what's the occasion?
The general's unveiled.
Save the... Shh. The cries of support.
Is that the Baron of what?
That's Eli.
Burn the tyrants!
Can I skip this?
One hot blast of light was all it took to disappear a crowd, stunning onlookers like a twisted magic trick. Instead of applause, cries of panic and a stampede of feet clap the pavement, while a putrid smell fills the air. My gut twists as it fights every reckless impulse to run.
Okay, we're gonna go with option 2 this time.
My stomach heaves and I double over. I don't fight it. The foul taste I feel is like smelling salts compared to that acrid ozone smell. The crowd seconds from dissolving into a frenzied swarm. If I don't grab the kid and move, we're going to get trampled flat. However, we're saved by an unlikely savior.
Hold!
The Baron of White Street stands, gloved hand extended. Despite fear and panic, the crowd obeys, frozen in place by a gentle, assuring gesture.
So we died. I'm trying to understand that last option. So that option that I had, that was a, it was like an enforcer check, right, chat? And then I failed that, which made the situation worse, and they just killed everybody. So I could have succeeded that, and then who knows what would have happened. And then now I took option 2, and we have this. All right.
Let the procession continue.
The music starts back up, and the world moves on Eli's command. Coerced cheers rush to fill terrified silence, while marching boots blot out the scorched earth.
The days where White Street bled tirelessly to save a debaucherous world have come to an end. We will bleed no longer. Our enemies will tremble before a weapon they cannot resist, a weapon they cannot overcome. We will demand our rightful place in the sun and rid the shadow of chaos from the lowers. We are just. We are strong. We are unsullied.
He pumps his fist and the crowd answers with a deafening cheer. With all eyes back on the General and his grisly procession, I look for Nellie.
Ah, there she is.
These barons are no different than dictators of small countries, playing dress-up and throwing their armies around like toy soldiers on the playground. The war banners of White Street once flew over much of the lowers. I dread the day it happens again.
What happened to our country here, chat?
Destruction like that. With weapons like these, they could reclaim everything they've lost, dragging the whole damn city back into war. God help us. It's only a second, but I spot a glint of metal in the curve of a black brim that resembles a scarred-up bastard. I go for my gun, but he disappears like campfire smoke in the night. Did he spot us? Or am I jumping at ghosts? I scan the whole street. Nothing. Not a hint of the black hat or my car. I decide not to mention it to the kid. After what happened, I'm jumpy enough for the both of us. Despite the carnage, the crowd's feet remain glued in place. They cheer harder, more desperate, refusing to tempt fate and its devastating new weapon.
Oh, no! That weapon, Red Aether, wasn't to ever... Oh, Gia, those people. Those poor people.
You recognize it? What the hell was that thing, Nellie?
Watch, she's gonna be the one that created these weapons. Like that's her research or something.
It was never supposed to get out. Never. How did it get out? How?
She buries herself in her hands, breathing hard, wishing with every strained muscle that this nightmare would end. A part of me wants to join her.
I can't stay here, Gia. We have to go.
We can't. Not without attracting serious attention. You saw what happened. If we get caught sneaking out, we'll get shot.
Gia, please.
The kid's bloodless face moves me to glance down the procession line. The tail end's in sight, but the miserable sound from the girl has me second-guessing how long her nerves will hold.
All right. We should be good on this. This is my specialty.
Nellie, look at me. Talk to me. Just tell me what that was.
That weapon used Red Aether, Gia. A highly volatile, highly experimental version of Aether. It's very powerful, but also very unstable.
But Red Aether wasn't supposed to...
With nothing more than an empty expression, the kid clams up tighter than a 10-inch steel vise.
Yeah, we are not doing Dodger. Nope.
We have to wait the parade out. Hold on just a while longer.
I understand.
The sound of lockstep boots thumping asphalt finally fades into the corpse-stained wind. and the crowd, released from their mandated joy, finally begins to disperse. Silence finds its way back into the world. All at once, the poor kid's nerves crumble like a paper cup, spilling her insides all over the now vacant street. Take it easy, kid. Slow breaths, all right?
Let's get out of here. Now, please.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, this game is pretty fun so far.
Enough distance passes that ash and screams and a bright, hot light start fading into a bad memory. Nellie breaks the silence.
Is White Street always this awful?
Nah, only on Tuesdays.
Often enough. White Street's never shied away from putting down opposition with violence. Never heard of them using a weapon like that, though.
But those were their people. He's supposed to be the Baron. Isn't he supposed to listen to their concerns? What about due process?
Look, kid. It might work that way upstairs, but not here. The only word that matters down here is the Barons, and in White Street, the chain of command's everything. If Eli says we're going to war, you either fall in line, or you're an enemy.
One might have been bad, but the others were simply calling for peace. Where's the harm in that?
White Street tried the whole peace thing a few years ago. Someone blew them to bits during peace talks. That's not something they'll ever forget.
Yeah, I need to look up and see who the main actress is for this game. Like, the accent and everything she's doing for this character is, like, spot on. I wonder what else she's done. Actually, did they have a voice cast thing on their page here? Oh, they did. What's her name? I don't recognize the name. That picture's like kind of small. At a quick glance, I don't recognize any of these names. But yeah, I'll have to look her up. See what else she's done. Let's do a quick save. Okay, we were going here before we got almost killed.
It's around here somewhere, hidden. What was that symbol?
Are we really going into the Undercity? Will the Aether Rats let us, or are the stories true? You don't think they'll throw us off the island, do you?
Set her straight. That's funny.
Which stories we talking about?
Well, the ones in the papers? I've never met an Aether Rat, so I honestly don't know how much of it is true or not. However, they're supposed to be benevolent, aren't they? They keep our islands in the sky, and in exchange, they get the Undercity, but everyone knows that. I've heard they generally keep to themselves. Except when outsiders sneak into their tunnels.
Oh, so they're like the up-knots of this universe. Got it.
Also, their eyes all turn into a unique shade of pale blue. They glow, too, from what I've read. Like Aether. There are journals that theorize why, but nothing concrete. Or always pleasant.
Madonna. The kid's understanding is as accurate as a stained mirror. Better clear things up before we go in. Look, you can't rely on the stories you read in the papers. You want to avoid getting grounded? Don't call them Aether Rats. They're Aetheniers, and they're good people. I'm guessing you've never met one?
No. There were rules. We weren't really supposed to interact with them. Or see them.
They don't want to be seen down here either. Too many people can't stand the idea that an island floats or sinks on the whim of an Aether. Figure a good rat is a scared rat.
They've done it before, haven't they? I've read of islands crashing because of Aether repulsor failure that could only be possible by sabotage.
And blow themselves up out of spite? No island falls without a Baron behind it and a list of dead Aetherians trying to stop it. The world down here isn't one you'll find in your books. Keep that in mind. Now, where's that door?
Okay. There's a box. Oh, she's also in Mouse PI for Hire. What else has she done? I feel like I recognize the voice, but...
Among the fleet of crates, I spy one out of step. Whoever had nailed this one shut had done a hack job, leaving behind a wobbly lid and a crack just big enough for a finger.
Oh. There we go.
I stick my finger through the hole, angling past jagged slivers and crooked nails until I find a solid grip. I pull, fighting the groaning, shuddering lid. It gives up with a pop.
All right, JT found her IMDb. Let's take a look here. Let's go to upcoming. Okay. So, Return to Silent Hill. Maybe do the all thing here. Planet Coaster 2. Rise of the Ronin. Honkai Star Rail. Just trying like what would I know her from? That's what I'm trying to figure. Oh, Warframe. Okay. She's done like a lot of smaller roles, it looks like. But started in, I mean, her first role was in Warframe in 2013, it looks like. But yeah, a lot of smaller stuff, it looks like. Yeah, she's very good. She's also got a big podcast. She's done 62 episodes of a podcast. Yeah, cool. Oh, hey, we got some brass knucks. Heck yeah.
Careful strokes of paint form an innocuous symbol of a rat paw matching the sketch Cress gave me. This is the right place.
Look at this guy.
Shopping for trouble? Or just sightseeing real close?
Jeepers! Gia?
A pauper. One of the murderous specters slithering freely through every pipe, waiting to brutalize passers-by. If you listen to the stories. Scary as he is, he's more sentinel than specter. Looking for you, actually. We're friends of Cress Carter. She sent us to ask about a missing car.
Cress Carter?
Strange. Cress's name should mean something. Either he's greener than he looks or he doesn't trust my word. I might need something to loosen his tongue.
Oh boy. I don't know. I don't have good options here. 56 or 58%. Let's hold there for a second.
Name's Gia Randazzo. Who are you if you don't know Cress Carter?
Maybe I know her. Don't know you. Neither of you.
Well, if what you need is an introduction, my name is Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Pleased to meet you.
Don't shake hands with strangers, let alone topsiders.
He threatens to disappear back into the shadows and leave us without a way in. But then he pauses.
Doctor? What type of doctor?
Oh, theoretical aethonics. Now, I don't have the experience one of you Aethoniers have with the practical side, but I do know my way around an Aether core. I was actually hoping I could find out a little more about maintenance techniques down here.
You know anything about hydraulic engineering?
Just say yes.
No, but I'm a quick study.
Oh, God. Well, we unlocked that option. All right, we're going to go down that rabbit hole. Here we go.
You're having a problem with your water supply?
War's changed priorities for the Undercity. Water's being rerouted, and there's not enough of the good stuff to go around.
Is it a filtration issue? Something pressure-related? Or does it have to do with the temperature regulation?
Don't know. Sounds like you might know a thing or two, though.
The pauper sinks deep into thought. We might as well be having a conversation with a statue.
So you're friends with Cress Carter, huh? All right.
The armed shadow stares blankly towards us, his pale blue glass eyes casting unknown intent at me and the kid before pounding the space behind him.
And watch yourself.
He melts back into the industrial decay behind him, never once taking his eyes off us, his disembodied voice echoing out one last time.
All right, we're going in.
He gave me the heebie-jeebies. Do you think he...
She's interrupted by a gush of stale air riding the echoes of countless thumping Aether machines.
Hi, normal people.
Topsiders, why are you here? Hurry, out with it, we're busy.
Lexi, shh. If Harold let them through.
Harold's been wrong before.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my husband, Alexander.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie. This is Gia. We're not here to bother you while you work on... Oh, is that part of an Aether substructure power converter? I've always wondered about the older infrastructure.
Listen, you should just not talk anymore. Let me handle this.
Nellie, that's not why we're...
Right. Gia's friend, Cress, she's an Aethonier also. She sent us here because we need your help to find this car of ours that has some important stuff hidden away inside.
Too desperate, too vulnerable. I lob a cough towards Nellie, hoping she'd quit her rambling so I could get a word in.
Cress sent you? That girl. Fine, let's hear it.
You and Cress close?
We're Aether rats. We're all related. One big happy family.
Lexi, don't be an ass. They're Cress's friends. At least be nice for her sake.
She's running around with all these topsiders causing trouble. And now she risks the three of us. She should know better.
It's a subtle movement. Alexander sends an involuntary glance towards Maria's abdomen before matching my eyes. I couldn't be sure if he was angrier that I caught him, or that he slipped something so personal. These tunnels...
They're so big. Where did they go? Everywhere? Can you get to any part of the island from here? Have you ever gotten lost?
I've known too many smugglers who've disappeared trying to find their way through Aether rat tunnels. Success promises an unseen and untraceable smuggling route. Failure costs you your life.
No. Aether rats don't get lost. We can smell our way through miles of...
Lexi, would you cut that out, please? It's an innocent enough question.
This tunnel can get you through most of the barony, if you know where you are going. But don't try it. You'll end up stuck in the dark or taking a one-way trip to old New York.
Old New York, huh?
A 35 Chimera, dumped recently. Have you seen anything? Alexander breaks his scowl with an impish eye and a cracked smile. He knows exactly what we want, and he is going to wring us dry for it.
Maybe. We'll need something in return, though. Harold says you know hydraulic engineering. Is this true? Can you create substitute filtration parts?
With the right equipment and a blueprint, maybe? I don't have any on hand, though. I'd also need time to formulate possible solutions.
Maybes are not enough. We need working parts, now. Eli's new war means that all non-essential requisitions are delayed. That includes water filtration equipment for the Undercity. Now, our water is becoming Aether-tainted.
That's not good.
We can't afford any more of us getting sick. Eli's terriers are already forcing longer and longer shifts to compensate for the fewer numbers.
That's terrible. Of course we'll help. We'll get you everything you need. How do we...
Hang on a sec. Before we agree to anything, I need to know what we're getting into. How much is this info going to cost me?
Water filtration parts, new ones. 1 or 2 crates should do the trick. The more the better.
Aether should have priority. But Eli's leaving you without water?
Should be, but the Baroness quartermaster says the war means less for us and more for the army.
He's a good man at heart. We have leeway with him, more than with the other officers, but...
Natsuko's a soldier, not a man. He's choked us from the supplies we need for years. Now, with the war, he has every excuse to squeeze tighter.
How'd any part of White Street lose out on clean water? I thought that's all Eli cared about, aside from his wars.
Our water is kept separate from the rest of the Baron's supply. That way, terriers can reward us with clean water if we run low.
With our own supply of fresh water becoming smaller, we have to use water tainted by Aether use. Or find ways to make the terriers give us extra.
Why would Eli risk the lives of his Aethoniers? You keep his islands afloat. If you all start falling sick, his islands are going to start dropping too.
Sounds like a lot of work to keep these islands up, you know?
We've asked his terriers the same question. All we get back is, get back to work.
You'll have those parts, but I'll want to know where my car is as soon as we're back.
You have a deal. Thank you.
Don't trust the quartermaster. And watch yourself around the scrapyard. It's a dangerous place. Gia.
The man leans forward, grabbing my arm and pulling me in close out of earshot of his wife.
Do not bring any heat back here. If you risk the safety of my family, then you can consider your car lost for good.
That's interesting, okay.
Here. This address used to house a friend of the rats. It's empty now. Use it to lie low if you can't help yourself from getting into trouble.
We'll get everything you need. I promise.
Stop promising things.
Poor kid. She has no idea.
I know, right? Holy mackerel. Jeez. All right, save right there. All right, chat. Let's go back to the main menu here. Oh, there we go. There's our first night of Aether and Iron. Pretty solid little game. We will continue this on Wednesday. So yeah, we'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday for this game. Sound good to you guys? Also on Thursday, we're going to have an Assassin's Creed presentation to watch. So, mental note on that. Yeah, I was thinking that this game was actually fairly short. Now I'm not so sure. Like, after 2 hours, I feel like we're just barely getting into this. Because there was like, what, 9 crew slots, and you can like level them all up, and yeah, I'm wondering like how long this game is now. So, yeah, no, cool stuff. Right now I've got Saturday and Sunday open, so maybe we do this on one of those days as well. But I'm just gonna kind of play the weekend by, you know, play whatever I feel like. But yeah, cool stuff. But yeah, with that, chat, we'll wrap it up right there. So yeah, big thanks to everybody who came out. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one. So have a good night. See you then. Bye-bye.